Hey guys, welcome to Mini Mindy TV, and I am back again with another video. Hey guys, so in this video I wanted to come and kind of just give you some tips on how I sleep trained my baby in hopes that it will help you sleep train. So let's get into the tips. Okay guys, so I have all the tips here written on my phone, and it's 13 of them, so we're gonna jump right in. The first tip that I have is it's very important to establish a bedtime routine, because this is how your baby knows, like, okay, I'm about to be put in my bed and I'm about to go to sleep. That's the very first thing that you have to do. Is very important to, especially to a baby that probably has never had a sleep schedule. The second thing is creating a clear and calm environment. Environments are very important. You want to make sure that your baby is not too hot. You want to make sure that your baby is not too cold. And you want to make sure that your baby is not overdressed or underdressed. These things are important because any little discomfort is not gonna help when you're trying to sleep train a baby. The third thing is white noise. White noise is baby's best friend. You gotta think baby just spent 9 months in a womb where they've heard nothing but water and your heartbeat. So white noise is very important to help create that soothing environment. The fourth thing I have is you want to be able to teach your baby how to self-soothe, and how you do that is making sure that you never put your baby to sleep when they're fully asleep. You don't want to put your baby down when they're fully sleeping, because that creates a problem, simply because babies get startled when they go to sleep one place and wake up another place. How would you feel if you went to sleep in your bed and then next thing you know you woke up and you're in Target? You'll be like, how did I get here? So you want to keep that in mind when you're trying to teach your baby how to self-soothe. It's okay for you to rub their tummies, rub their heads, their cheeks, put pacifiers in, whatever helps them feel comfortable, you need to feel comfortable doing. And that also was my fifth tip, with you don't want to put your baby to sleep in its bed fully asleep. You want to make sure that they're awake and aware of their surroundings and what's going on around them before they actually go to sleep. The sixth tip that I have is watch how long naps are before bed, because you don't want to have your baby sleep 5-6 hours and then they're gonna go to sleep at 8 o'clock and they've only been awake for an hour. You don't want to do that. You want to entertain them, stimulate them, and make sure they are exhausted enough to sleep through the night. The seventh tip is making sure that baby's room is not too hot and too cold. These things really affect babies because babies have different body temperatures than we do, and you want to make sure that like I said earlier, that your baby is not overdressed or underdressed to go to bed. And you want to watch the air quality. If it's in the colder months, maybe have a humidifier running or something to keep the air moisturized. And if it's in the hotter months, making sure that the room is cool enough to they could stay warm but not like super cold. The eighth tip is making sure you feed and change baby before bed, simply because a hungry baby will not sleep well. So you want to make sure that you feed your baby and you change your baby so they don't have a wet diaper or a dirty diaper when they go to bed. The 9th tip that I have is follow through with training. Whatever training that is, whether that's the cry it out method, whether that's the chair method, or whatever, you want to make sure that you follow through with whatever your sleep training is when it comes to your baby. And follow it during nap times as well. So if your baby goes to sleep in their crib for bedtime, you need to make sure that they go to sleep in their crib for nap times too, because that helps with the transition, because it's every day or every nap, every sleep is becoming more of a familiar place for them. The 10th tip that I have is, and I know y'all gonna come at me for it, I know you are, I know you're going to come at me for it, but the 10th tip is it's okay for your baby to cry. This is something new to them. This is something new to you, and they're not going to cry blood. Yes, they're going to cry because this is something that is extremely new. They're not used to going to sleep in the bed. They're used to falling asleep in your arms or close by you. And, you know, it's a different feel because they don't have that body warmth. They don't have, you know, those cuddle sessions. So they're going to cry, but it's up to you to stay strong and, you know, kind of comfort them through, you know, being uncomfortable, because it's an uncomfortable situation because this is not what they're used to. So they're going to cry, and it's okay for them to cry. Crying has never killed a baby. So, you know, just stay strong and try to soothe them as much as you can so it doesn't hurt your heart, because I know when I started sleep training Caden, it hurt me a lot too. But I also thought about, you know what, I have to go take a shower, I have to cook dinner, I have to do this. And especially as a single mom, you want to take advantage of, especially as a single mom, you want to take advantage of how much time you have when baby is sleeping, and you want to be able to utilize it in a way that it gets done what needs to be done. So if they need to cry, it's okay, but you have to know that consistency is the key when it comes to sleep training. If you can't, you know, you can't do it one day and then not do it the next 3 days because baby cried so bad the first night. You can't do it one day and then not do it the next 3 months. Like, you have to be consistent with sleep training, because if you're not consistent, it just won't work. So the 11th tip I have is you never want to take your baby out. No matter how much they're crying, no matter how much you want to comfort them, you never want to take them out of the bed, simply because if you take them out of the bed, when you go to put them back in the bed, it's going to be a worse cry, because it's like, oh my God, I cried so bad this time and I got out the bed, so let me cry worse the next time and I'm gonna get out the bed too. The more you take baby out the bed is the more they're gonna cry, because they're not learning to self-soothe because you're taking them out to comfort them. So you want to leave them in the bed, rub their head, their cheeks, their stomach, whatever helps calm them down, and, you know, let them know that it's okay and you're there and you're not gonna leave them. And, you know, help them feel secure without taking them out the bed. The 12th tip I have is time to cry. So I did the cry it out method with Caden, and I timed how long he would cry. Like, I would go in every 5 minutes, like 2 times. I would go in every 5 minutes and, you know, touch his head and put his pacifier in and rub his belly and try to calm him down. And then I'll walk back out the room. Then I'll time his cry again, another 5 minutes, come in, do the same thing. And then I'll get longer, so then I'll come in every 10 minutes. And after a while, your baby is gonna be exhausted from crying, that they're just gonna naturally go to sleep and they're not gonna have that fight in them no more. So, you know, you time the cries, and eventually they'll go to sleep. And that's the trick, because you want them to go to sleep in their bed without you having to take them out. So you time the cries, whether that's 2 times, 3 times, 5 minutes, whatever, but you never want to take them out the bed, and that's how they learn to self-soothe and go to sleep in the place you want them to go to sleep. And then the last tip I have, which is the 13th tip, is that you have to be patient. Patient is very, 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 very important, because kids cry, and it's natural instinct to want to baby them. It's natural instinct to want to cuddle them. It's natural instinct to want to take them out, and it's natural instinct to say, you know what, F this, we'll try again tomorrow. So, you want to be patient and you want to be consistent when it comes to sleep training children, because, even as a nanny, I've worked as a nanny where I've had to keep my hand on this child's behind the whole time, and every time I let go, he wanted to cry and scream and all of that. So it's important to be patient and be consistent in the way you want to sleep train your children, because you want to be able to trust that they'll be fine in their crib, and you can go take a shower, and you can go wash clothes, or you could go start dinner, or you could go prep lunch. That's the goal, is to make them more independent as they grow older. Caden is now 13 months, going on 14 months, and he's been sleep trained since 3 months, because I felt like he was ready. Caden has always been very advanced. Caden now climbs out his bed, so that's another issue I'm tackling as a mom. And these are things that you have to be mindful about, is that these small struggles of sleep training and trying to get your baby on the right sleep routine, it's gonna be hard, but as long as you are consistent, it'll work. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you sleep trained your children, and what age did you sleep train them, down below in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I catch you on the flip, so don't flop, and I'll see you again next video, guys. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are new to my channel, please be sure to check out some of my other videos. If you would like to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, it is listed here on the screen. I love you guys so much. Bye.